Hey, Jazz, it's Kenny of the radio show. How's it going?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Um,
It's okay.
so technology just interfering and whatnot. Um, but I'm glad to have you on. I've been a fan of yours for a couple of weeks. I first heard of your music.
Thank you.
I first heard of you not through your music per se, but through a website called Book Cameo. That's the website where you can, request video messages for celebrities and stuff. And then I listened to your music,
Oh yeah.
and I was like, man, I like this Jazz Anderson gal. I like what I hear. She got bars. She got it going on. So, I started contacting you, and here we are. And we'll get to the cameo stuff a little bit later, but you definitely have a name for yourself. You go on the grind and everything, and I like what I hear. You definitely representing hip
Thank
hop.
you.
You definitely representing for the culture. So it's good to hear someone, um, anyone, male or female, that just spit that can actually rap. Um,
Thank
so
you.
so what got you started as a hip hop artist? How did it start it off for you?
For me, it was like I've always loved poetry. I've loved hip hop in general. I grew up on Ye's College Dropout, Lauryn Hill, Miss Education, Lauryn Hill, Missy Elliott. So I feel like when you put words and your feelings and expression and poetry to a beat, you become a rapper. So those were some of my influences. So when I started taking it serious, like, what, I want to be a rapper. I was about like 14, 15. I just looked to them as inspiration. But I've always loved rock.
I like old Kanye instead of today's Kanye. I like beat,
Yes, I feel the same
yeah,
way.
beat making. I'm talking Blueprint Kanye when the beats he made for
Right.
for the album. That's how I first heard of him. But Missy, she's probably my favorite female hip hop artist of all time. Just her
Yeah, super creative.
creative, not afraid to take chances and everything.
Right.
She be over the top with her videos, and it worked. She made it work.
Exactly.
So
There was no one like her,
no
so.
one. So and when you put her creativity next to Timbaland's beats, I mean it's a wrap.
Right.
It's a wrap.
Exactly.
So so I I hope Missy's health is good. Um, I understand why people be like, "Where's she at? Why she ain't putting out music or whatever?" You just seen her in a Super Bowl commercial, so she's still out
Yeah.
there. But the thing about music and artists, I like to use the chef analogy. Yeah, making sure the food is good. Or in the music artist case, y'all in the lab working on this music, not rushing it. Make sure it's right, cause
Right.
you know, uh, you know, people are gonna hear it, people are gonna react to it, and it's just best to make sure that the vocals is on point. You hear the emotions and stuff. So, so I respect
That's true.
Missy for not rushing it, making sure her health is good. So how would you describe your 2018 thus far, as far as musically, just getting yourself out there? And what do you have in store in the coming months as we approach the spring season?
Okay, well, in 2017, I was blessed to be on a show with, Rick Ross, The Dream, Manny Santiago called Sign. So because of that show, a lot of people started to tune in more. So my goal for 2018 was, even if the show didn't represent me well, it gave me a great opportunity and a great platform. So that's why I started really going hard with the visuals, freestyle. Now people were looking. I had their attention. So 2018 so far, it's like I put out the single Round the Way, which is doing very well. It was produced by Honorable Chino, picked up by a couple of DJs, and then I even got to South by Southwest. So I think that'll be, great for me as well from the networking side to actually performing and letting people get to know me better. then everybody knows I'm, into the TV world, so I have some things coming up in the TV world as well that I think will take my music to the next level due to the platform. So, really, I'm just focused on putting out good music, and I want to focus more on the singles side of it. I don't think the EP right now is a good move early on this year, but maybe in the summer or late fall, because I have a lot of songs, so it's just about tearing them down, and I'm still building more songs. So it's like maybe in the late fall, I'll put out an EP for sure.
I did play your 2 songs. I played Wound Away and I played Back It Up.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely like both joints.
Thank you.
Definitely a head nodder. It's just something to vibe to. And especially when spring and summer gets here, because you know
Exactly.
that's definitely gonna get people turned up. I think people just
Yeah.
waiting for the cold weather to stop or whatever.
Right. It's
So
like we put it out now to kind of
yeah,
get them warmed up to it, and then when summer hits, then it's like, because a lot of people are getting hit to it, so hopefully by summer, more it'll expand even more, and then it will catch on because of that hot weather. It's a different vibe, as you were saying.
oh yeah, absolutely. So for you, being a female hip hop artist definitely
Mm-hmm.
comes with challenges, like trying to get the same respect that the male hip hop artist is, considering this is a male dominant hip hop genre. But we we go back to Missy, female artists, Queen Latifah, MC Light, Da Brat, Lil Kim, Fox, list goes on and on. Artists have to really, really give it their all. Show people, hey. And I almost forgot to mention Eve. She's definitely one of my favorites.
Yep. Yep.
So you being a female hip hop artist, what do you consider the big challenge you face? Is it like trying to get respect the male does, or is it more than that?
Yeah, I think it's definitely trying to earn that respect. We have to work 2 times harder, but at the same time, I think it's a great time for female because it's like they're becoming more accepting of us. So I think it just takes the right one, me, hopefully, to come in and really, I think I'll be accepted with open arms once more people start to hear it, once more people start to co-sign, because they are letting us into the game now. So it's just about, I think also as a female artist, you just have to be different. You have to be different than the ones who came before you in a sense. So it's like I would say a lot of upcoming female rappers want to sell sex, but it's a different time now. We want the bars. You can still have that appeal, but give us the bars as well. So I think it's kind of like you got to be right in the middle of it. You got to fine tune it, and I think that's what I'm doing very well. It takes the right person to hear me and really, co-sign it. But I think once, they let me in, I'm going to keep the door down. So.
There's definitely a competitive side to it, so I can understand that as well. Like you really want to be up there. Um,
Yeah.
Female artists definitely feels like people are starting to open up
Yep.
more and give them a listen, hear a female perspective of things. One of the songs that stood out to me about a female hip hop artist when Eve put out a song called Love Line. I think that was her debut album, What Father's
Mhm.
First Lady, and she talked about a very intense relationship that a friend of hers had, and that definitely opened my eyes. Female artists got substance right there.
Right.
And,
Exactly.
and,
That's what it's about. It's
yeah,
about showing that substance because it's already kind of like we have to work 2 times as harder. So if you're coming with these kiddie bars and you're talking about stuff that's not really relatable or not of substance, it becomes like, okay, well, why should we let you in the game? You know what I'm saying? So you definitely hit on a great point. Like all of the female rappers who came before me were talking about something. That's why I looked up to them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like just kind of getting that torch and still holding those same values.
Oh, absolutely. And Lauryn Hill. I mean, her music, even if it's just one album, she definitely shows substance as well. But she also made you had a good time listening to her music too, singing,
Exactly.
rap, everything. She did it all. You know, and she
Yep.
and she kept her own. So, just shout out to all the true hip hop artists, and shout out to you, Jazz, for
Thank
playing. And you name yourself Jazz, but you're a hip hop artist. Um, talk about that name. Is that your birth name? Is that a nickname? Like,
Yeah, that's actually my birth name. It's not even Sugar Jasmine or anything. It's just Jazz.
oh,
So
okay.
I think in the sense of like a lot of people hear my name like, wow, that fits you very well because like, when people hear Jazz, it's kind of like not so much on the music side. But you hear the name Jazz, it gives you someone who's outspoken, bright, charismatic. You're like, oh my God, Jazz. When you step into the room. So I think that relates well in my music too. Depending on what you're listening to, I'm really bold. I'm going to stay on my mind, and I'm going to keep, I'm going to keep it fun and trendy at the same time. So I still think my name is, it goes well for the field I'm in.
I like the like the vibe and everything. I love some jazz music too, but
Yeah.
it fits you, and you doing your thing out there. I want to talk about these songs. First Wound Away, getting some buzz, and back it up as well. Talk about working those songs and the attention that you've been getting from those two songs in particular.
Okay, well, Round the Way, produced by Iron Bocino. I had put out a visual for it out in Fifth Ward, Houston, with the Dorsey Boys, and I think that's what drew so much attention to it because a lot of people loved the video. So once the video was out, then I had, DJs in Houston, Dallas hitting me up for the record. Then DJ Tony Neal, he posted about it. He's actually my manager, but, just that post, I got a lot of different looks from DJs and respected artists. Because he doesn't really get this stance to a lot of, artists and songs. So because of that, now, it's playing on the radio in certain cities, which is a blessing. I'm going to be performing it at South by Southwest. So all in all, for me, it was just about, I wanted to do a record. When I heard the beat, I wanted to still keep that femininity, being that it was, it had a sexy vibe to it. The beat has a very sexy vibe. But at the same time, I wanted to use that hip-hop as well. So on the verses, I'm rapping, and then you got some more melodic parts when I'm singing on the hook, So it was just giving it variety, and I think that's why a lot of people, aside from the beat, latched on to it. With Back It Up, me and Smooth Wild, he was looking for a dope female artist to work with out in the city. They reached out to me, and we really just went in the studio in Houston with DJ EXO, and we cooked up the record. I know a lot of people out it if I could make the record that we played in the club. So when I got with Smooth, I was telling him that. So he's like, I got you. You know what I'm saying? So we went in the booth. He laid the hook down, and I kind of just played off of that. So I think the hook is definitely super catchy. And it's just about, it's just a fun record. I think it's definitely a fun record.
Both are very talented songs, very vibe and everything. Go check those songs out. Wound Away and Back It Up. Available on iTunes, available on all the digital sites, and SoundCloud, Spotify. They're everywhere. So just look up Jazz Anderson and go give those songs a listen. And support real hip hop, and make sure people like Jazz Anderson gets heard. Because there's a lot of talented people. People complain about what's out right now.
Yeah.
And music. It is hard to find good music. It's very, very hard. People just want to follow trends and what's out there, and I get all that. There are people that does more than what you hear on the radio. So I'm just saying, like, give Jazz Anderson a shot. Let her show you what she could do. So I enjoy it for real. I do. So
thank you. I appreciate that.
I
appreciate that a lot.
So for people that wants to people keep in touch with you, why don't you go ahead and promote your social media feeds and where can people hear your music and purchase and stuff?
Okay. To purchase my music, hear my music, watch visuals, or reach me, jazzanderson.com, Jazz Anderson. .com. Everything's there, but at the same time, I'm also always on Instagram. So you can hit me up on Instagram if you want to talk to me, ask for a feature, you want to hear some of my other music, my new music, because I post a lot of snippets on there of exclusive records. So that's Jazz Anderson as well. And then my Twitter is it's Jazz Anderson, and everything is on iTunes, so you can also just type in my name, Jazz Anderson, and all of my latest singles will come up. But pretty much it's on jazzanderson.com or whatever you're looking for, pictures, biography, whatever. Everything's there.
I think I read a post of yours the other day about Snapchat. Like now, your Instagram.
Yeah.
So, I'm not a Snapchat person. I don't hate Snapchat, but from the reaction I've been getting from people about the updates or whatever, they are despising Snapchat. So, I guess for me,
I haven't been on it in a minute, so I wouldn't even know. Like, I deleted it last year, so I was, like, blind to the whole update.
Yeah. I just think that's the type of tool that people use to troll or something. That's like trolling social media feed or whatever. Just have fun, goof around. And, if that's what people do, more power to you, all right?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna judge you if you want to troll and all that, but that's just not for me.
For me.
And it's not for everybody. So I'm just gonna put it that way. And before I let you go, Jazz, as far as collaborations, whether it's mainstream artists or whether it's independent artists, unsigned artists, who out there that you would like to collaborate one day? It could be mainstream, it could be independent, anyone in particular, or someone that I not even heard of yet. Who are some people you want to collaborate one day?
I think a lot now, musically is about the producer. So for me, I would want to collaborate with Hitmaker, Woman, London, Ye, Ye comes to the beat, or even art, as an artist for sure. Missy Elliott, Timbaland. But I think it's more molded around the producers nowadays, because they're going to give you that sound. It's like so many beat makers anymore who just sing beat. Now the producers are more involved, because it's like their name's on the line too. They want that credit too. So definitely those are some of the producers I want to work with. In terms of artists, actually for Round the Way, we did a New York remix, so Troy was on that one. Then we did a Detroit remix. We have Molly Brazy on that one. So I definitely have some dope collabs coming. So for me, really, to start with those producers, because I think that's who gives you that sound.
Great to have you on. Thank you so much for being on.
Great to see you too.
And
thank you for having me on the show. I'm definitely excited to talk to you. Thank you.
Absolutely. I'm definitely going to send you a message request on Book Cameo in the foreseeable future. So
okay.
I'm definitely gonna send that request. I'll send one tomorrow. You never know.
Okay.
But chatting with you. Continued success. Again, go give a Round the Way a listen, and go give